Hello, everyone. In this week's episode, I explained to you what happened to Elwyn. I also talk about the backstories for my new neighbors on Elwyn. And I talk about the silly mistake on what happened to Elwyn. What happened was after I found an island, it was 1:30 a.m. and I was half asleep and I put the letter P instead of the letter O in my character's name. And so, being the perfectionist that I am, it bothered me, so I restarted the island. Finally, I got Cherry's Blue Airport, a West Coast dock, and really great starters. My starter, Sisterly, was my mom's favorite. She was on her last ever island, and from day one until the day she passed away, she was still on that island. My starter Jock is so adorable. I have always liked the starter Jock neighbor ever since watching Copper Valor's dancing goat videos. My starters are Pashmina and Bam. My plans for Elwyn are going to be the same. The island is going to be 90% based on the ranch that my mom spent most of her summers visiting her friend in California. And the other 10% is going to be built because of the yards of my neighbors. And they will be based on their backstories. Now let's go meet my starter neighbors and learn about their backstories. Bam was born in San Luis Obispo. He played baseball in high school. He quit baseball because he heard his best friend needed help. She had a band and she needed a drummer for the band because she fired the old drummer because she found out that he was working with the principal to make sure that they lose the talent show. So she fired him during lunch. Bam said that he plays drums. So she said, "You're hired." They submitted the song and the principal rejected it because it was an original song. As he rejected it, she noticed that the principal was laughing. Bam told his bestie that not to worry, that he had written two songs. One song was about how his parents met and how they moved to California. The second he wrote is inspired by a telenovela that he used to watch with his grandmother about a rebellious woman who wouldn't stay in one place for a long time. She always used to follow the wind. Bam's uncle owns a recording studio and his grandfather owns a record label. They recorded a demo and his grandfather heard the demo, but he didn't know that his grandson was the drummer in the band. He wanted to sign them to a contract to his label. They recorded 6 albums together. They split up. He moved to LA to start a career in acting. He starred in a couple of TV shows as guest stars. He moved to the desert to think. He loves the desert. It's a calming place for him to be. He can clear his head. He was sitting outside on the porch playing video games when he heard his phone ring, which he rarely ever answers because he's retired. But he looked down and it was his best friend. He always picks up the phone for her. She was going to form a new band and wanted to know if he would be in her new band. He automatically said yes, he would love to. She wanted to make a country album, but it's a not a traditional country album. She wanted the album to be something that's going to break all the rules in country music. Bam and his bestie and the rest of the band were always been rebels. They got some of the old band members back together for the album and recorded the album. The style of music is Western swing mixed with gritty sounds of Southern California and some grunge elements to it. They made a music video of a song that Bam wrote about a lady who's looking for a lost love, who told her if their love ended, he'd be in France. She went to France to find him in the music video. As the music video ends, it shows that the lady finds him in Paris, but she finds out that he's moved on with another relationship. Bam loves to help people out. He was walking down the sidewalk and he heard someone talking in the street that their drummer couldn't make the show. He said that, hey, I'm a drummer. I'd love to fill in for your drummer for the show. All I need to do is listen to your music for about 20 minutes to learn your style. He filled in for the drummer. They asked him why he volunteered to fill in. He said that he loves music and loves to help people. He also said that music is a bridge that will connect people, no matter what genre or style of music that might be. Bam decided to sign up for the Nook's Deserted Getaway package because he wanted to find a place where he can live and find some great friends. Bam talked to my second character, and they became good friends. He turned around and saw who was the third person, and he was very surprised and shocked. He couldn't believe who it was. After all these years, he finally saw somebody that he once knew. Pashmina was also born in San Luis Obispo, California. She had a band in high school. They tried out for the talent show. Her and her band signed up for the talent show. Pashmina started noticing that something is not adding up about the drummer. He would purposely play bad, and he would hardly ever show up to practice. And when he did show up, he had a bad attitude. She got sick and tired of the drummer's attitude, so she fired him. She realized that he was working with the principal to make sure that they lose the competition. Her best friend, who plays baseball, heard about what happened. Bam said he plays drums, and she said that he is hired. They submitted a song they wanted to perform, but the principal said the song had to be an original work. As Pashmina walked away, she could hear him laughing. Bam also heard him laughing. So they went to the vice principal, who was really, really cool, and they told the vice principal about what happened, and he said that he'd take care of it. Bam told Pashmina about a song that he wrote about a rebellious spirit that was based on a telenovela that he used to watch. So they decided to go with that song. Pashmina wanted to sing a song that her grandmother used to play a lot for a tribute to her, but the principal wouldn't allow it. They got to the talent show, and 4 different bands were playing covers of songs. The whole band was very, very mad about that one because they were told that they couldn't do it, but others can. Pashmina sees the old drummer, and she realized that he's now in the principal's daughter's band, and they were on last, and they have a strict curfew. The winner will be determined at 11 p.m. All performances have to be done by 11. They went on to perform the original song, and then right after, they performed the song that she wanted to perform as a tribute to her grandmother. What happened was the vice principal told them to do it because he found out that the principal was going to declare his daughter's band the winner no matter what, even if she really stunk up the place. Pashmina's band won the talent show. They all went to the same college together in Los Angeles. They recorded a demo. Bam's grandfather owns a record label. He wanted the band to be discovered fairly, so Bam said that he wanted his name to be put down on the demo as drummer as Mr. X. The label picked them up and they recorded 6 albums. They split up. She went on to act in a few movies, and she was also on a very popular police drama series. Pashmina wanted to make a solo album, so she called some of her friends. She wanted one person to play drums, and that was her bestie, Bam. So she called Bam, who moved to the desert after he retired. She thought that he wouldn't pick up the phone because he's retired. She was hoping that he would pick up the phone and that he would actually agree to be in the band for the solo album. She called Bam, and after the 3rd ring, he answered his phone. She told him about what she wanted to do and that she would like it if he would play drums on the album because she is very close to Bam and she wanted to have him play the drums on her new album. The plan for the album was that it was going to be a country album, but they wanted to make it an outlaw style of country music that mixed a little bit of western swing, bluegrass, the California style of country music, and some elements of grunge music from Seattle. The album sold a lot. Pashmina retired and she signed up for the Nook's Deserted Island Getaway Package, and she also was very surprised that seeing her best friend Bam, who she hasn't seen in a few years, also signed up for the Nook's Deserted Island Getaway Package. Pashmina is very happy that her best friend Bam is going to be living on the same island that she is going to be living on too. She also talked to my second character, and she also became good friends with her as well. In next week's video, we meet some new friends after going on a villager hunt for Elowin. Some of these neighbors I've never had as a neighbor before. Thank you for joining me this week. See you next week. Thank you for watching my video. If you liked the video, please like, subscribe, and turn on notifications.